Alright there guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing well this weekend. So of course it's Sunday, so I'm going to go through the papers and do my paper talk video. Now, before I get through that, there's a couple of things I've seen today that I wasn't even aware of. I didn't know if you guys were aware of it. Is that basically Trent is out until February, apparently. I wasn't aware of this. You know, it looks like Conor Bradley's probably going to get more game time, something that I'm quite happy for. You know, he was pretty good against Fulham, and, you know, let's see how he does against tougher opponents. And I think the other one as well was that apparently, again, this is another rumour, guys, not being confirmed, Liverpool are apparently in line to take the 12:30 kickoff in March. It says here that TNT still have 2 Liverpool picks remaining this season and want to put Liverpool against Brighton on Saturday the 30th of March at 12:30, which would make it 4 for 4 for Liverpool in early lunchtime slot after an international break. Now, I'm not sure what this bit means here, unless this is kind of unless this means that City and Arsenal are currently in this spot right now, but it's saying that that game will be moved to Sunday at 4:30. So again, I'm not 100% sure what that means in relation to the City-Arsenal game. You would think, because it's been mentioned here, that that is the initial game that's supposed to be in that slot, but TNT have want to change their mind and put Liverpool against Brentford in there. Brighton. Got both teams mixed up then 3 times. Brighton, guys, which again, like I say, would make it 4 for 4, which is a fucking piss take. I'm not even going to lie, guys. That's frustrating. And people say there's no agenda. Whatever. Right, guys, let's get to these papers, shall we? So, Gazzetta dello Sport are saying that Juve are working to protect themselves from bids for youngster Kenyan Yildiz, specifically from Liverpool. Now, this is a player that I have mentioned before, I think back in December. It might have been earlier than that someone at Liverpool were looking at. So let's just see what they say here. It says that they're having to pay close attention to Jurgen Klopp when it comes to the youngster's future. Yildiz has been making waves this season for Juve, breaking into the first team and making his mark when given the chance, with 5 goals and 1 assist in 18 games so far this season. He is currently managing a goal every 110 minutes and is quickly establishing himself. That has not gone unnoticed, and various clubs in Europe are looking at him, including Liverpool, with various reports crediting them with interest in recent months, and the last being in December. So yeah, remember that is when I made that video. Saying they were a team to watch out for. Gazzetta dello Sport continue that today, stating that they are paying close attention to Jurgen Klopp, who is apparently an admirer of the youngster and would happily take him to Anfield given the chance. Juve are aware of that, and their sporting directors have raised a wall around the player. I love how like journalists start like describing shit like that. Can you imagine him just being sat there like at training and like the sporting directors come out with fucking cement and bricks and start building a fucking wall around him, you know, and chaining him to the wall? You're not going anywhere, lad. They're insisting publicly he's not for sale. However, a big gesture, this is a big gesture given they need sales to help the accounts. So Juve is still going through some sort of financial difficulty, guys. They've already signed Yildiz to a deal until 2027, but there's every chance that a deal will be improved again in the near future with a pay rise to reflect his growing importance. That is seen as both a way to reward the player and strengthen the marriage to help them resist tempters such as Liverpool from snatching their star. Now, if I remember correctly, this guy can play anywhere across the front 3. I think he's like 18, maybe 19. I should have reloaded his profile up. Let's have a look, guys, while we've got it up, shall we? There we go. I don't want to give you any false information. Yildiz. There we go. So yeah, he's 18. And yeah, he can play anywhere across the front 3. His main position is a second striker, so like a false 9. He can either play the left or right wing. His agency is Leader Brock. Let's have a look, see if they've got anybody Liverpool related. So they represent Pedri, Ferran Torres. Doesn't seem to be any Liverpool connection there that I can see. No, nothing. Yeah, so he came from Bayern in 2023. It looks like here, yeah, he's joined Bayern. Have joined from Bayern, sorry, on a free transfer. and then he's just stuck now with Juve. He's outfitted by Adidas, and he's made 3 appearances for Turkey this year. Just got, his first appearances was October in 2023. He's played 3 games and 1 goal, so he seems to be doing all right there as well, guys. Probably one to keep an eye on. You'd think that this lad would be someone that's going to come in and be potentially a replacement for, a Gakpo maybe, or a Nunes, or maybe even a Jota, someone who can play down the middle, probably, because it says here, like, that's where he likes to play. He can use both feet, so maybe it could be a player that comes in to replace Mo Salah if he'd end up being sold. Who knows, guys? Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think there's anything in this one with Yildiz? Let me know. So then, next up, they're touching on another defender, which I wouldn't really touch on this one, but basically it's saying here that Billy Cometio, who's been loaned out by Liverpool, is no longer training with the club that he's with in France, and they're wondering if he's going to be recalled from Liverpool and he can play left back and centre back. Now, this would make sense if it happened a little bit earlier. We've already recalled Owen Beck, so I can't really understand why we'd recall another one as well, especially when Robbo's close to returning back to first team football, and Shimikas won't be too far behind. The only thing I could potentially think of this is because this lad's currently at a League 2 club in France. Is it they're going to get him back and loan him out to somebody else to get a bit more better experience? But yeah, that I didn't really want to. I've covered that one off just to see what it is there, just to say that like there's another player being recalled back by Liverpool, and there might be something we could touch on there maybe in the future, see what happens with him. And then there's a couple here just wanted to touch on as well regarding Jordan Henderson. The Mirror are basically saying that Ajax are working closely to sign him on loan from Al Attifaq, and then Gazzetta dello Sport are also saying that Henderson could be going there to Juve on a 6-month loan with the option to make the move permanent. So there seems to be plenty of clubs trying to get Henderson on loan this month. And then lastly, guys, there's a report in Spain, which I think this website is Enquires, maybe I'm wrong there. They're basically saying that there's 2 Premier League clubs looking to sign Bruno Fernandes from Newcastle. It says here that in an unexpected twist in the transfer market, Premier League giants Liverpool and Chelsea have their sights set on Newcastle talented midfielder Bruno. The 26-year-old who joined the team from Lyon. He's made 86 appearances, 11 goals and 9 assists. And despite solidifying his position in the team this year, Bruno's future looks uncertain due to the financial difficulties Newcastle are facing. With an announced loss of $73 million for 2022-2023, the club is forced to consider selling players to maintain its financial stability and comply with profit and sustainability rules. I didn't know that. According to reports from Spanish outlet Daro AS, both Liverpool and Chelsea are keeping a close eye on the Brazilian, and the player's release clause is estimated to be at £100 million. A figure that could tempt either Premier League club. Can you guys really see Liverpool spending £100 million on another midfielder? I can't. However, the competition for Bruno is not limited to the English league. Reigning Liga champions Barcelona have also shown an interest in the midfielder, who can't see them making a move for him, especially when they don't have no money either. Well, it says there. Although the Catalans do not rule out making moves in the summer, their precarious financial situation could complicate negotiations. PSG have emerged as another potential suitor, with the recent reports suggesting they could make an offer before the January window. Although a move to Paris seems unlikely at the moment, Paris's interest could be reignited at the end of the season. Bruno remains focused on his next challenge, Saturday's clash with reigning champions Man City, which is obviously, I don't know why this is coming out today, and they're on about that there. Despite speculation about his future, the Brazilian midfielder remained committed to present and will look to make his mark on the pitch. What do you guys think about that? Do you reckon that he's someone that Liverpool should go for? I know he's been linked to us in the past and that Liverpool have been watching him, but for $100 million, especially when you've just bought Szoboszlai and McAllister and Gravenberch, you've got Jones who's playing really, really well, Elliott's not doing too bad as well. Do you really want to bring in another player in the prime years to come into that midfield? Especially when you're looking for number 6 as well in regards to Endo, and then everyone's calling for Trent to go into midfield also. You would think that $100 million would be spent elsewhere, as another right back, a 6, a centre back, a left back. I did see us being linked with a player the other day. Actually, I never actually touched on this one because I just didn't see to get a chance to make a video about it. Let me just see if I can find it. It's that Ousmane Diamande, yeah, 5 days ago actually, yeah. Apparently Liverpool here, according to the Express, have added the 69 million rated defender who had Chelsea talks to their shortlist. Liverpool have joined Chelsea in keeping tabs in Sporting defender Ousmane Diomande as a potential transfer target. The Reds are currently short of options at the back, with Matip, Robertson and Shimikas all sidelined through injuries. Kransa has been thrust into a prominent role due to Liverpool's injury problems, with Klopp able to benefit from the addition of an extra body in central defence. The Merseyside Giants are unlikely to be active in the window, second time I've heard that, but have earmarked Diomande as a player of interest for the future. He is 20 years of age and has been turning plenty of heads with impressive performances for Sporting, including joining the club in the last 12 months. He's valued at 69 million, which is a release clause that he's got, and the Ivorian is to be likened by Liverpool have also been credited of interest in fellow Sporting defender Inacio. However, it remains to be seen if the Reds will be able to beat Chelsea to his signature. So, again, that's another player Liverpool have been linked with in the centre-back position. I think I did a video on him as well not so long ago, guys, where I was going over the defenders that Liverpool should go for. And I thought to myself, if Liverpool are looking at Inacio, which is supposed to be the number one target from, recent reports and everything, they've got to have noticed this guy as well, because he is a big thing over there as well. He is a player that I would like Liverpool to go and sign. The only difference is with him at the moment is that he's a right footer, and I do think that Liverpool would potentially need to go and sign a left footer, so that's where Inacio comes more into it. I do think as well, guys, there was another defender linked with us yesterday by Fabrizio Romano, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just... Yeah... Inigene Toledo, something like that. Yeah, here we go. This one was yesterday. It says that Liverpool are leading the race for long-term Man United target Jean-Claude Tobiado. Is that his name? So they're going on about Man United here at first. So where's it coming to the Liverpool stuff? The Frenchman's impressive displays at the heart of Nice defence have attracted interest from several Premier League clubs, including Tottenham and now Liverpool. The 24-year-old has 14 appearances in Ligue 1, helping his team keep 9 clean sheets, with Nice currently second place. Jean wants to make the cut for his national team ahead of the European Championships, and staying at his current club for the rest of the season makes more sense. His price tag is €60 million, which I think is about £55 million. He's unlikely to be afforded by United as well, who will be hoping to use Ratcliffe's connections to win the race for the former Barcelona star. So is that why they think that United have got a chance then, because of the Ratcliffe stuff? Interesting. The Merseyside club are currently leading the race, with Ineos deal yet to be ratified, could steal a march on United. Klopp needs an elite option at the back, with Virgil van Dijk advancing in years, and Tobido is said to be close friends with Kanate, who could aid them in their efforts. Very interesting, that makes a bit of sense. So he's another one to keep an eye on, guys. Seems to be a lot of centre-backs being linked with Liverpool of late. So yeah, let's keep an eye on all these names, guys. That's been Paper Talk for today, and I'll catch you in the next one.